Hey, Dr. Hammer, this is my review of The Breakfast Club. So I don't have any, you know, human guests this time, but I do have a little puppy right here who wants to get away apparently. But basically, this movie is about, you know, five high school cliche archetypes who have to suffer through detention on a Saturday, and they have the nerd, the athlete, a basket case, a princess, and like a criminal. And in the beginning of the film, they want nothing to do with each other, but later on, it slowly starts to diffuse with Bender picking on everybody else in the group, and Andrew standing up for Claire because you know Andrew kind of likes Claire and also feels a little bit sorry for her, but also just believes that Bender's just an asshole, because the whole time he's just picking on everybody when he's like the worst one out of all of them, and he has no goals in life or anything like that, and he has nothing really going for him. But it slowly starts to diffuse, and they slowly start to like each other, and they even when they stand up for one another, I kind of found it surprising that even Bender was the one that was standing up for all of them when they snuck out of detention, and he stood up for them and went to the basketball courts and started shooting around. I kind of thought that was out of place for his character, but maybe that just shows how complex his character really is. Because although he was picking on everybody, I bet he would want to trade places with any one of those other high schoolers in that group. He's just a little bit jealous of their lifestyles because he probably has the worst home life out of all of them. And the only way, he feels better about himself is just by making fun of the others. So, basically, the social commentary drives the plot in this film. It's used to slowly break down their stereotypes, and by the end, you learn that each character is more complex than just their stereotype, and their stereotype doesn't define them. So, and also in the beginning, they have the scenes that foreshadow the plot in the film. As they're getting dropped off, Claire, her mom or dad actually says that it's okay to cut class to go shopping. That doesn't make you defective or anything like that. And Brian's mom tells him that he should find a way to study while in detention. And even the license plate says E equals MC squared, so that just shows how important grades are to them. Andrew's dad, Opie over here just getting all over the place. And then I have a cat in the corner, his name's Jasper. And Jasper's just staring down Opie right now. But, so, where was I? But, Brian's mom is, telling him to go find a way to study in detention. And obviously there's no way to do that. And that just shows how important grades are in their family, how important education is. And, Andrew's getting dropped off, and his dad tells him that, it's okay to screw around as long as you don't get caught. Because even he screwed around back in his days, and, Andrew just feels kind of, out of place in his family because his dad wants him to be this number one wrestler, and he is that, but his dad also wants him to cut around at school and to screw around and shit. But it's kind of hard to do both and get a scholarship and not get caught, so that just shows how difficult his home life must be too. And Bender, he walks into school, whereas Allison, she's getting dropped off but looks through the window to go say goodbye to her parents, but they don't even give her a second look. So, just stealing my video review. Okay, he keeps distracting me. She keeps distracting me, sorry. But, Allison is obviously trying to get her parents' attention, and she even says it in the film. And also the beginning scenes, it shows the locker that gets destroyed by the flare gun, and it shows The newspaper that has um, that shows how Andrew got into detention, and I Don't Like Mondays is written on the wall that shows how, Brian, he asked like what's gonna happen on Monday, are they still all gonna be friends? And they also have a notebook that cries for help, and that also foreshadows it's probably like Allison crying for help because she doesn't get any attention at home. But the social commentary in this film was pretty great, and the acting was great by the kids and everything. But I also thought the teacher was kind of one dimensional. The teacher wasn't very complex as a character, nor was the janitor. Um, I don't really understand his point in the film, like the janitor's point in the film, because even though he's been around, he was talking about how he's been around for a long time, and that he's like the eyes and ears of the school. Like, he doesn't really serve much of a purpose beyond that, I think. But I'm not really exactly sure. But overall, I'd probably give this film like a 7 out of 10. Um, I thought it was a good film and all, and it was entertaining, but it probably would have done a lot better, during the 80s than it would do now. Like, if this movie was in theaters right now, it probably wouldn't do as well as it would have done in the 80s. But yeah, that ends my review. Thanks for watching my review, Dr. Hammer.